After 29 games, it looked like the Red Sox season was over. They were 10-19. Alex Cora had a beard. The beard came off, and the Red Sox moved ahead from there. They've been 26-12 since then, playing among the best in baseball. Not as good as the Yankees, who are playing 750 ball, but playing better and having a softer schedule has really worked out for the Red Sox, and at least now they can compete for the wild card, since they have 3 wild card teams now.
What are they, like 12-1-1 on series?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they're like 12-1-1.
But lately the Sox offense has come alive. They had a number of positions they were getting nothing from, including catcher and right field, but Vasquez and Bradley have both started to hit. Dahlbeck has been better than nothing, although he's still hitting barely over 200. And I'm not saying Devers is an MVP candidate, but he's certainly the best player that they have. So the offense is second in runs scored. The ERA is number 5, and the defense is even 6. So for the most part, they're playing competitive ball, but we'll see how it comes when they play Toronto, the Yankees, and Tampa in the next couple of weeks.
I mean, they have a very good team right now. The pitching has been a surprise, huh?
Yeah.
Pavetta's pitching great.
Yeah, and they've done this a lot without Evaldi and Whitlock, are both on the DL. I think they have hip things, so kind of amazing.
They better sign a couple of those players, though.
Yeah, well, Bogarts is the presumptive all-star at shortstop. Devers will make the team. Martinez will probably be the all-star DH. But the lack of any progress with contract talks with Devers is pretty concerning, because once guys start sniffing free agency, and look at Judge. What did he turn down? $231 million, and he's putting his bat where his mouth is. Well,
they better give Devers. Devers is going to be looking for 10 years, $350 million.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
are they going to want to give it to him? I mean, they're crazy if they don't. Maybe get it down to, 8 years. But Devers is young enough for a 10-year contract.
Well, my son always says, front load everything. So give him 4 years at $40 million apiece, and then say, we'll let you renegotiate after that. So
they won't do that, though. They're going to look at the numbers. They're going to say, listen, the other players are getting 10 years, $300 million. Devers, maybe he'll take $300 million for 10 years.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. But put it this way: if the Red Sox don't sign Devers, the fans are going to be out of their minds, especially after the Mookie Betts experience. Yeah,
but look at Betts. Since he left, 1 year he had 260.
Yeah, last year he wasn't good. This year he's been better.
And what's he hitting now?
Like 280.
Yeah, 280, and he wanted 30-something million from the Red Sox for 10 years. I mean, you got to look at it that way too. But Devers seems like he's always going to hit with power.
Well, Devers grew up hitting a bottle cap with a broomstick. So if you get a bat and you're hitting a ball, it must look like hitting a beach ball compared to a bottle cap. But certainly, a lot of these guys who grow up, if you've ever been to the Dominican Republic and you see what the poverty is, it's kind of different than a lot of poverty in the United States. So guys like Devers, more power to him. He's earning his money. So
I wonder what the Yankees think now with Cashman and all that, going for Stanton over Martinez. All these years they could have Martinez in that lineup batting third or fourth, consistently hitting 300 with power.
Well, I don't think the Yankees have a lot to worry about right now. I'd say they're the prohibitive favorite to win the World Series this
because
year.
They're getting great pitching, too.
Yeah, everywhere. They
have power, they have good defense.
They have something like 110 home runs so far, or 112. It's crazy.
Judge went into has been in a little slump the last 5 or 6 games.
Now, the Red Sox still have issues. For example, they go to Toronto soon, so we know that Houck isn't vaccinated, so he's the de facto closer right now. So you go into Toronto, a strong hitting team with no closer, and the bullpen was shaky at best this weekend against the Cardinals. twice they had a 6-1 lead in the ninth. One game they won 6-5, and the other one 6-4, both with tying run on base. So in the 6-5 game and the tying run at the plate in the 6-4 game. So it was kind of a mess. And we have the Cora says it's going to be a big deal to go from 14 to 13 pitchers. I saw somewhere that one team used 3 position players in one game to pitch. So,
well, they're not letting the starters go deep enough, number one.
Right. Well, who's the primary culprit on the Red Sox is Rich Hill. He throws those mush balls up there, and he just can't last that long. So we'll see how it goes. But you need to get started. You need to get 6 innings from the starters at least. And nowadays that's not the way the game is played.
A lot of starters are coming out after 5 innings. And then they go to their bullpen. The Yankees the other day, they're pulling Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay started all this, where they pitched like 3 or 4 relief pitches, during the game, and they saved their starter. But
well, and nowadays you watch every guy come out of the bullpen throws 95 plus. Every guy, every team. So, and half of them have already had Tommy John surgery one time. So it's just remarkable. Is Chapman still the closer for the Yankees?
I don't know. I haven't seen him pitch in a while, so I don't know if he's hurt or what. But they've been using a number of. I'll tell you, they got so many young pitchers now. It's amazing where these guys all came from. And then their lineup. You look at their lineup; it's unreal. Players that played on other teams that used to be big time hitters, and they're hitting pretty good. Well, Torres is starting to hit again, which is good.
Yeah, the strength of the Red Sox minor league teams, at least the ones closer to the majors, is in the pitching. We've got a kid at Worcester, Brian Bello, who throws 98. They have another kid, Brian Mata, who's rehabbing off Tommy John, who's throwing 100, the starter. And Jay Groom has been with the organization for years. I think he had Tommy John also, who's starting to pitch well for Double-A. So, it's easy to say, oh, well, these guys are going to be successful in the majors. Well, how many pitchers have the Red Sox developed over time? John Lester? I mean, there hasn't been a lot.
They're starting to sell out again, the Red Sox. A lot of people are going. They still go to Fenway.
Well, it's, what is it? 4 tickets, a hot dog, and a drink, and something else is like average price is like $350 or something. It's really expensive, but I guess as long as people go.
Well, all the golfers were there Tuesday night. Speed was there, Thomas was there, Johnson was there, and there must have been a number of other ones. They were in the monster seats. A lawyer I know from Haverhill talked to 3 of them, because they were up there right beside them. But they were there because they weren't going off until the afternoon, most of those guys. Well, they weren't going off Wednesday anyway. They were doing a practice.
Well, I think most elite athletes, and we'll include golf, people, if you're a great golfer, what's the chance that you don't like hockey or you don't like football or you don't like baseball? You like all sports. I mean,
what a life that is, though, huh? Golfing. I golfed Thursday night, 9 holes. I golfed. Saturday was funny because I went to my granddaughter's recital yesterday. So Melissa's Alana. So Saturday, my daughter took and Sean took the fathers out to golf. We did 18 holes down in Marshfield. We walked it too, but it was fun. Golfing's unreal, Ron.
Golf's an old man's sport. We'll be right back.